So recently trending was Rihanna and her baby girl. And the baby girl was wearing a vintage Christian Dior Peruvian style knit hat. Now, this hat was popular. It debuted on the fashion runways in the early 2000s. And at that time, the designer at Dior was John Galliano. And he basically took a Peruvian style knit hat and placed it into high fashion. You know, that's what they do at these high fashion houses. And I believe the original hat probably was made from an alpaca wool. I'm not sure if it was crochet or knit, but we are going to crochet it today. Now, the original hat has letters, hearts, and those bows in the designs, as well as some geometric shapes. We're not going to do that today because I feel like it's going to take a long time. That would be considered tapestry crochet. All right. I also saw a recent article which said that the vintage hat was black and green, but in the picture from Rihanna's daughter, it looks like it is brown and green. So that's the colors that we're going to use today. I did a little research behind this hat, and it didn't seem like there were any designed for the size for a baby. I guess it was. I never saw them in any of the articles that I looked up or anything that appeared from the runway. I didn't see any hats that were sized for babies or children. But that's what we're going to do today. All right. So I'm not going to make a full size hat. I think I'll do one for a baby. And, you know, that's mostly the items that I have in my Etsy shop is for babies. Okay, these are the supplies we're using to make the hat. I went to Michael's and I purchased the green and the brown yarn. This brand is Loops and Threads. So the color that I purchased was Sage for the green and Mocha for the brown. They didn't have an exact match to the green in the hat, so this was the closest color match that I could find. I'm going to use my 5.5 millimeter clover hook. This is the hook that I use for all my hats. And I'm going to use the clover pom-pom maker. This is the medium size maker, and it looks to be about the right size to make those pom-poms for the hat. Now, the hat is done with tapestry crochet, which I'm not going to use. I do know how to do tapestry crochet, but I just feel like it's going to take a long time, a lot of detail and color switching. So I just didn't want to do that today with this hat. But if you look at the example of the hat, the heart and the actual letters that spell out Dior, that's done with tapestry crochet. So we're not going to do that, but I am going to show you my variation of the hat. And I'll show you step by step how we're going to do it. Okay, let's get started.